Today's topic is virus and viroids. It was already established by the Louis Pasteur that the infectious diseases are caused by the bacteria. However, tobacco mosaic disease and foot and mouth disease indicated the presence of non-bacterial infectious agents. Dmitry Ivanovsky in 1892 filtered the sap from the diseased tobacco plant and observed that the filtrate contains the infectious agent. He concluded the existence of pathogens smaller than bacteria, and later these pathogens were called as viruses. Wendell Stanley is the first person who crystallized tobacco mosaic virus. However, he misunderstood it as a protein, but later found to contain RNA and protein. Viruses exist outside the host as virions. These are inactive particles. A virion consists of genetic material and protein code. Genetic material can be DNA, RNA, or it may be single stranded or double stranded. In case of tobacco mosaic virus, it is rod shaped. It has single RNA molecule and it has helical protein capsid. This is the capsid of the virus, which is made up of protein, and this is the nucleic acid, that is RNA. Some viruses also possess a lipid envelope derived from host cell membrane. For example, HIV virus. Viruses may contain 3 to 4 genes or as many as several hundred genes. Viruses are obligate intracellular parasites. They cannot reproduce, metabolize, or carry out life processes independently. Viruses are not considered living organisms, and viral replication occurs by assembly, not by growth and division, as in the case of the bacteria or animal cells. Viral capsids are composed of repeating protein subunits. Common capsid shapes are helical and icosahedral. The adenovirus has icosahedral shape, while the tobacco mosaic virus has the helical shape. Bacteriophages are those viruses which infect the bacteria. These are most complex viruses. This consists of a head. This is a bacteriophage. It consists of a head, a tail, and tail fibers. These are the tail fibers. These are most abundant biological entities on the earth. Viruses bind to specific receptors on host cell surfaces. For example, HIV surface protein GP120 binds to CD4 receptor present on white blood cells, and host specificity determines which species and cell types can be infected. Viruses may have wide host range or narrow host range. Rabies virus has a wide host range, while influenza and common cold virus has a narrow host range. Viruses may cause lytic infection or lysogenic or provirus infection. In lytic infection, viruses take over host machinery, produces viral components, assemble new virions, and causes cell lysis. And it is common in case of bacteriophages. While in case of lysogenic infection, viral DNA integrates into host genome as a provirus, and the possible outcomes are the virus is dormant virus or provirus is dormant until activation, and the activation is caused by the UV radiation or by any other stimulus, or continuous viral release without cell death in case of HIV. And the virus or provirus may cause the transformation of the host cells, which happens in case of the cancerous cells. So, coming to the viroids, these were discovered in 1971 by T.O. Denier. It, it was identified while studying potato spindle tuber disease. The discovery showed that viruses are not the simplest infectious agent. Viroids are also infectious agents, and moreover, prions are also an infectious agent. So, viroids are infectious agents composed solely of RNA. They lack a protein coat, that is capsid, and represent the simplest known infectious agent. Coming to the structure and composition, it consists of small, circular, single-stranded RNA. RNA size ranges from 240 to 600 nucleotides, about one-tenth the size of the smallest virus, and they do not encode any protein. Viroids rely completely on host cell machinery for the replication, and replication uses host RNA polymerase II. This enzyme normally transcribes host DNA into mRNA. Viroids RNA replication occurs without DNA involvement. Coming to the mechanism of pathogenicity, viroids cause disease by interfering with normal gene expression of the host cell. They disrupt regulatory pathway rather than producing toxic proteins. Viroids primarily infect plants. Not confirmed viroids diseases in animals or humans. Viroids can cause severe crop losses, for example, potato spindle tuber disease and kedang disease. Thank you.